What's up, guys? Noah here. I just went 3-0-1 at locals today. I drew with D'Angelo round 1, and I went undefeated the rest of the tournament. The deck did better than last time I played. I'm playing branded Despia. It's like the all-gas version of the deck, so I'll just get into it. Play the 3 Albaz because you're playing like the all-gas version. It's like it's a good normal summon going second. It's just a super poly. And you want to like open this in case like your Branded Fusion gets stopped, because you want to like combo this with other cards in your deck. So we have 3 Aluber. It's standard. It's your best normal summon in the deck. It just adds Branded Fusion. Like that's a really good card. So, and for like our consistency cards, I was playing like the 2 Tragedy for the longest time, but I was like bricking so hard with this deck, and so like, I just wanted to like maximize like all the cards that combo with like my Patchwork engine, just so like I could actually see my Despia engine, so I can play the game. And then just 1 Dramaturge and 1 Adlib. It's pretty standard. This is like good for going for game. This is good for your opponent's turn, just summoning the Mirror Jade back, so it's a lot of interaction. I am playing the Mercurier stuff, I'll show you later. The kits, a lot of the times you'll add this off your Branded Lost if you need to extend to go further, like add the Field Spell or something. And then if you're playing this little package, we're playing Allure Darkness in this deck, so I mean, this turns Allure Darkness plus this into like a +3 or something like that, because you draw the 2, banish this, add this. This draws another card, and this gets this back to your hand, so I think it's like a +2. You draw 3, you get 3 new cards in your hand.
Yeah, we did like a test hand and like 1 Allure. You like full comboed, ended your turn with like 7 cards still in hand. Or
yeah.
like 6.
This deck kind of plays like similar to Sky Striker Orcus. You just have like a ton of cards in your hand, and like it's like the same theory as Sky Striker Orcus, that you have enough cards in your deck that can just like play through like low impact hand traps like Ash Blossom and Veilers and stuff. So we just play through that rather than actually playing hand traps, because you'll see I'm not playing any hand traps in this deck. Fairy Tale Snow, it kind of sucks opening this card, but also it's like it's not even like that bad, because you can like normal summon this a lot of times and it eats like a Baron negate like instantly, and then you just like go Branded Fusion, and then I'm playing the maximum Patchwork engine that you can. I think that this is just this in combination with like this is like so crazy, right? Like all your Despia cards, all these cards are like crazy combos, and the Patchwork, it's good going first and going second, because like this in combination with like any cards in your hand, it threatens the Guardian Chimera instantly, because you just go Patchwork out this and normal summon this, and then they have to respond to something, because you're just going to go Poly and Guardian Chimera break their board. So I think it's correct to play the maximum engine. Sometimes it sucks when you open like the entire engine. It happens to me, but it's just so good that like you want to play like all these 2-card combos in this deck, so just in case your Branded Fusion does get ashed, you can continue playing the game. Then we have Allure Darkness. It's like 1 draw power, right? So it's good. It procs our Tragedy. It procs Tragedy. It procs Mercurier. And like at worst case scenario, we can open like Patchwork in this, and like we can still draw cards, and maybe we can play the game. Statistically speaking, you have like a 98% chance to like see any of your cards that will like get you into playing the game, like an Aluber or like an opening. And then we have our 3 fusions. Very good fusion card. I mean, obviously, Foolish Burial's 2 cards. It sends, there's a bunch of cards you can send. Like, Tragedy's really good. I like Snow the best. But, you know, it's just whatever the situation asks for. So, because a lot of times, like, you want to send the Snow, but you don't have, like, a target in your graveyard for your Branded and red. So you're just, like, you have to send, like, the Tragedy. And, like, it's okay. 3 opening. This is like one other thing that combos. So like all these cards combo together. Like that's why I'm playing maximum all these together. Because like I want to open like this combo, like this card with like one of these cards like almost all the time if I can, just because it gives me so much. It gives me so much advantage. It gives me like my Aluber, it gives me an Add 2, or it gives me a Patchwork, which is even better. So and it chain blocks too. So Called by the Grave, 2 of the Droplets. This card's crazy. I don't think you need to play 3 in this deck, because you draw so much, and you're gonna see like one of these copies for sure. If you're playing 3, you're gonna see multiple, then it kind of sucks. But like being able to allure Darkness chain the droplets is like crazy to like stop interaction, or like you can use it to dodge imperms too if you're going second. It's really good. So it gives us like even more gas to play through like interactions and stuff, right? Like that, like that's what both of these cards do. It's just like even more gas. Like if we open like some of these cards, this is better going first. It's still good going second though right now because like Scythe and shit like that. So both of these are good. I was playing 3, but because I'm playing so many like the allures and stuff, and you're playing like all these cards that search or like the deck thin, like the patchwork and all that, like you're gonna see one of these cards probably. If I know I'm going second though, like obviously I have the 3rd one in my side deck to put the 3rd one in because I want to see it going second, but I don't know if I'm gonna go first or second, so like I just have 2, and then like the rest of the branded stuff. The one lost. This is what you search if you already opened the fusion. 2 in red. You don't need a 3rd one. You can reset it off of the tragedy a lot of the times. And the 1 theater. I'm not playing Gold Sark. I'm not playing Foolish. Like I said earlier, like you're seeing so much of your deck already. Like you're probably already gonna see one of these cards that you would dump off of the Gold Sark or the Foolish. Yeah, it's just better to like fuse them off anyways because you get so much more. You have like so many more choices because you can do like your chain links and stuff like that.
And what was your main deck count today?
I think it's 42. I think 43 maybe. I think in the tournament I was only playing 2 patchwork because this is my old deck box. I found it earlier, but it's either 42, 43, something like that.
Right.
Ideally, I want to like cut this down to 40. I just don't know how I do it. I'd have to like.
You'd have to like start cutting like the couriers and stuff.
I had to do this, right? I don't like doing this though because then it gives me equal chances of drawing one of these cards, right? Like I'd rather just have the highest chance of opening this card rather than like one of these 2 cards. But when I'm only playing 2, I have equal chance of opening one of these pieces as one of these. So.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to the extra deck now.
Extra deck. We just have that's pretty standard. 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Albion, 2 Libellion, 1 Albulinatus, 1 Titaniclad. This is just to play like the super polys and stuff. With the Despia decks like falling off in popularity, you probably don't have to play it, but it also helps you out like big monsters. Like Earth Machines it helps you with because you can make this guy 4100 with Branded Fusion. I'll show you how sometime, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if we have time. 1 Titaniclad. Or no, Titaniclad, sorry. 1 Brigand, just to search. It's actually, it searches a Courier.
And Kit.
Or it specials the Albast from your deck, and you can use it to like break boards during your opponent's end phase. Because like hopefully like your Mirror Jade and stuff will aid their interaction for that turn, and then you just go effect and you summon the Albast and you break their board that way during their turn, and they don't have any negations. This card's crazy against Dragon Link. I was playing against a guy in DB. I just like set my Albaz, and I just like sent 3 cards. I sent just like Spears, a Savage Dragon, and I think it was just Spears and Savage Dragon, but I sent all those to the grave and just summoned this guy. 2 Guardian Chimera. You have to play 2. I think you play the 2 because if you go first, you want the Chimera for your opponent's turn, and then like whatever like.
And then you want a Chimera to kill.
You want to Chimera them again, right? Just during your turn, so you can actually kill them. So.
Because the OTK gets really hard without the second one.
Yeah, because
it can still be done for sure, but like it's a lot easier with the second.
Just in case they have more interaction, right? Just in case they can keep playing, you want to have this to break whatever they have left over, right?
Pretty much Nibiru.
2 Masquerade Dragons. I started summoning them less recently, like the double Masquerade. He is a FTK against some decks though. Like some decks just can't out both of these cards and under like the 6 activations or whatever it is. And then 1 Caratus. This is like super good against Sword Soul because you just summon this against them, and like you get the effect to negate, and they have to like they can't Baron negate it because if they Baron negate it, then you're just gonna summon Albaz and fuse their board away and break
And
their
just
board.
make a free Mirror Jade, yeah.
But if they don't, you're just gonna go battle phase and beat over their stuff. So it's really good against Sword Soul. And one Dragos Despia. It's like a super poly target. It's good to go into too. If you get like dim shifted by Flunderies or whatever, you just go into this instead of going into the Mirror Jade.
Alright, that's the extra deck, guys. We're going to move on to the side now.
Side deck, we have the third droplet, just in case I know I'm going second. I got 3 super polys. I was main decking this card, but it's kind of mid, honestly. Like, unless you're playing in the mirror match, it kind of sucks. It's good against Sword Soul, but no one at our locals plays Sword Soul, really, so I just figured it was better just to side deck it than, like, main decking it, because I would draw it against, like, Thunder and, like, never be able to do anything. So, 3 Cosmics. This is for, like, a lot of stuff. It's for the Scythe block decks. It's for, like, Flunderies. It's just a good card. And then I just play the Necro Banshee package just because Flunder's is a pretty rough matchup, so if I can just send this off with my fusion, they don't get to play. Unless they're purposely siding in like Cosmics and stuff, and then like hopefully that even gives them higher chances of breaking because they're playing Thunder to begin with. And then like this is also in the same reign as the Cosmic Cyclones. So just back row hate, right?
Like I said, guys,
we don't want to get debarriered. I really don't want to get debarriered. So.
Local players hate back row, and everybody should be playing debarrier. Every video, there's been debarriers.
2 Teak Boos. All our stuff is different. Teak Boo doesn't do anything to us, so like it's cool. Floodgates are dumb.
Now show us the debarrier.
No, it's 3 imperms.
Cringe. First list to not have debarrier.
Debarrier's good. I just like figured that like it'd be better for me to play like lower impact hand traps that are like better to see in multiples than like a debarrier at our local specifically. Because like
yeah, because our debarriers are really just to stop the fusion decks, and he's the fusion deck player.
But no one plays Sword Soul at our locals, so.
All the debarriers you've seen from every list is literally just for this one man.
And this card's like actually just better for like Thunder.
Yeah.
So like,
but I will say this: every debarrier that you've seen at 3 in every list, except mine, which had it at 2, has all been played for this man right here. Look at the camera. We all despise your branded fusion deck because for some reason he's too good with this deck. He never bricks for some reason, except like once. And then, like, he just doesn't understand and, like, has to redesign the entire deck. But that was the side deck. It was 42 or 43 main. Undetermined, I guess. 15 extra,
you can go
15
back and
side.
count the cards whenever you're doing your profile.
Yeah. That was Noah, guys. That was his branded Despia list.
It's nothing special. I mean, it's just pretty standard.
It's pretty standard. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.